Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Whether you're in need of a website, domain, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. So recently, I've been thinking about video, and thinking about it in a new way. Before I made YouTube videos, I actually worked as a freelance video maker, and I actually studied film production as well, but when photography kind of took over, I dropped most of my interest in it. But a few weeks ago, I got thinking about a relationship between photo and video. I was thinking, what would my photos look like if they were actually moving, if they were film instead of still? So I set out with a goal to approach cinematography as if it was film photography, trying to be as slow and methodical as possible, only working off a tripod and really trying to perfect each shot's composition. And I thought it'd be really interesting to try this and see how it could completely change my perspective on filmmaking. So here's a little bit of test footage which I've recently captured. In these days, it's really all about kind of gimbals and smooth motion and all of this high-tech influence in video making. And now autofocus has also got so good, you don't even really need to worry about that anymore either. And I think all of these kind of modern changes have the same kind of influence on me that digital photography does. There's nothing stopping you just shooting thousands of photos and worrying about it in post. It's so easy to not perfect things on set and just worry about it later. And I think not slowing down and perfecting things really does have an impact on the quality of what you make. And recently in my videos, I've been framing things a bit more, if I'm allowed to say myself, interesting. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it today because it's raining outside. But I think just kind of adding this extra level of, I don't know, just it's a bit different and it's visually appealing is really nice, and it's a nice thing to work on. So I thought some of you might be interested in what kit I'm actually using to shoot video. So I've got a Lumix S1H, which I recently picked up with a Sigma 50mm art lens, and that's got a Freewell ND filter and a Tiffin Black Pro Mist 1/4 on it, just to give it a little bit more of a filmic look. I've got it all in a small rig cage, and I'm actually using the Peak Design travel tripod, which is definitely made for stills, but I'm actually really loving it for video. Because I'm not doing any kind of movement on the tripod, having something this lightweight is actually really beneficial and makes it super easy to just go and carry out and start shooting. One thing which I think would be super interesting to look into is doing portraits with this kind of new approach to video. I think it could have a really interesting kind of effect on you. Because when you have an intimate portrait that's just still, you know you're looking at a photo. You might be really studying this person, but you know that they're not really looking back and they kind of feel inanimate in a certain way. Whereas if you had this same kind of intimate quality of a portrait that was video instead, I think it would really help to feel like you were looking at a real living, breathing person. All of this really has just been a kind of test and getting used to using a new camera. And I just wanted to share the idea of what I'm currently thinking about. And I'm definitely going to be pursuing this into a few different serious projects, which are probably going to take a bit of time, but I thought I'd bring you along on the journey. And I've never really talked about making videos on this channel. It's only ever been about film photography. And I just wanted to test the waters, I guess. And if you watching are at all interested in making videos, I want to challenge you to go out and make something similar. I think it's a really good exercise, even if you're not interested in video, if you're just interested in photography, and you have a camera that can shoot video, which you do if you have a phone. I think it's a really good exercise, and I think it will help you to think in a different way. So yeah, expect some more things like this soon, if all goes well. And if anything, I'm just going to be trying to make these videos more visually intriguing and unique. So yeah, there's that. Finally, I'd like to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. If you're looking to build anything to do with a website, maybe you want to purchase a domain, start a blog or an online store, or maybe you want to build yourself a photography portfolio. All of this is super simple with Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for building websites. There's an amazing range of different themes to get you started, and you definitely don't need any prior web building experience to build a professional-looking website. Having a website, in my opinion, is pretty vital, whether it's for yourself to show off your work or for a business. It just helps to make you look professional and book clients. And what's great is if you sign up to Squarespace now using the link in the description or using code negative feedback, you can get 10% off your order. So go and build yourself a lovely new website today with Squarespace. I guess I'll probably see you in about a week. So thanks for watching.